My wife's a jewelry artist and wanted a jeweler's bench to fit in her studio on an existing 24 by 48 workbench. I went on the internet and was inspired by these examples. She found a dining room table at Goodwill for $20 that was 36 inches wide with 2 leaves. I was able to take it apart and use it for almost everything that I needed. Started with a cardboard template on the table to gauge what height would work for her. Luckily, 6 1/4 inches was perfect. So I used 2 by 6s for the sides and 1 by 6s for the back and drawer sides. The first thing was to cut the depth to 20 inches and then cut a partial circle. It's 12 inches in diameter and 5 inches deep, so the circle jig has to be offset by 1 inch. I used iron-on shelf edging to finish off the rough edges. All the trim pieces came from components of the dining room table that were cut to size. I cut some notches in the back for cubbies my wife had requested, and it also gave an opening to drive screws into the workbench top when you're attaching it. Next are the armrests. They're made from 1 by 4s with a dowel stop. I used Craig pocket screws, and they worked great in this application. Now it's time to install the drawer tracks. Now it's time to start gluing and screwing down all the parts. Make sure the armrest moves easily and a notch is cut in the inside guide so that the stop can go through. The mandrel holder is built with a 2 by 3 backing and is drilled on the drill press if you can, so that the hole is straight. After you drill a 7/8 and 1 inch hole, install with screws and glue it. Install drawers. I added a shelf at the bottom for stability. There are 17 screws attaching it to the workbench. Again, the pocket screws work great. Here it is with the bench pin installed. Now you can see where the wire basket cubbies go. Install them last so that you can have room to drive screws into the bench. You can see the use of the matching trim from the table parts. Armrests extended. Here's the drawers pulled out. So now it's time to install it. Clean off the table and get everything ready. You got 17 screws to screw in, and make sure you screw them all down tightly. My wife also wanted a catching shelf to catch small pieces that may fall off her work. It's made from the same material and ripped to size. Drawer glides are attached to 2 side mounts. Use temporary cross pieces for stability during installation. Clamp it to the bottom of the workbench. Use 6 screws to attach it to the underside. There it is, finished and installed. We attached the flex shaft pole and screwed it into an area that has a 2 by 3 underneath for stronger grip. Also added a piece to keep the flex shaft out of the way when not in use. Here's the catcher tray. And here's the mandrel in place and ready for use. And the armrests. Here's the cubbies with metal baskets to hold tools and a magnetic wall strip.